more, please remember to subscribe and like. Thank you. Open air. Is fresh air really good for our lungs? All right, let's see. I hope they can pull it up. Is it? Okay. When I get the chance. So every cell in our body must breathe to stay alive. I know we're all starving for oxygen, but there just isn't enough in the bloodstream to meet our daily needs. Our essential function of red blood cells is to transport carbon dioxide away from the cells and carry it to the lungs. The lungs, your lungs, my lungs, contain 300 million air cells, handle 5 quarts of blood per minute, discharge 30 quarts of CO2 every hour. So the lungs are constantly throwing off impurities while you're breathing. They need to be constantly supplied with fresh air. Impure air does not afford the necessary supply of oxygen, and the blood passes to the brain and other organs without being vitalized. So if you're not practicing a daily breathing exercise, you're actually carrying dead air in your lungs. You wondering, what does she mean by dead air? There are dead air such as carbon dioxide, which is supposed to be expelled through your nose out every single day. Usually I will recommend those who are interested in, to breathe properly is that you get up early in the morning. The best way to get your fresh air is like around 4 o'clock, because how God created the earth, that the world filters itself, it recycles it. If you're living close to a beach, you can go close to the seashore and you're getting that fresh air. Even the water is recycled. So the water is recycling fresh in itself. So when you get up early in the morning, you breathe deeply through your nostrils because your nose connects to your lungs. You breathe in, holding it for 10 seconds, and you release out through your nose. You do that like 5 times, 5 reps. And when you do that, that actually helps open up your appetite for receiving main meal in the morning. Shallow breathing. If you're breathing shallow, that leads to fatigue, exhaustion, anemia, and depression. In proper breathing, the abdomen expands capacity and it breathes through the nose and out through the mouth. Open air, which is deep breathing exercise, will help to reduce your stress levels. So remember, we did talk about stress. Fresh air has many health benefits. It improves the brain's ability to function, gives clarity to the mind, improves the concentration, gives a sense of well-being by alerting the brain's level of serotonin, and promotes quality sleep. Oxygen to the lung is like prayer to the soul. Low blood oxygen levels impairs the muscle function, impairs the metabolic function, leads to muscle atrophy, and leads to exercise intolerance. The brain and the oxygen. The brain uses 20 to 25% of the oxygen in the blood. Lack of oxygen first affects the highest center of your brain. The blood moves sluggishly through the system when it is not purified and vitalized by pure air. Not enough pure air, it slows you down throughout your day. If you have lack of fresh air, it retards your digestion, makes your digestion work even harder to break down the food. Oxygen plus glucose from the food equal energy. Cancer cells will die in high oxygen environments. So remember to do deep breathing exercise, because not only cancer, but other diseases do not like oxygen. When you get less oxygen in your lungs and even other organs, there's more opportunity for the disease to build up. And while your immune system is weakened by stress and lack of oxygen, it's going to be harder to fight off those diseases, and they tend to linger longer. So yes, natural remedies help, but the 8 laws are the best doctors to have.